Shalom. Kahala Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Waha, Rahakadash. Double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, Aki, and pushing this word in truth and sincerity. This is Amathia from the GMS Dallas camp. And wanted to go into this picture here. This is Prince Harry. He's the son of, what is his name? Prince Charles and Princess Diana, who died some years back. All right. And this is their son is in the middle. And then you have Meghan Markle, okay, who actually, this family, might well say, was kind of pushed out of, the royal family. Reason being is because Meghan Markle, she's actually is mixed, which we know that through the spirit that you and through the biblical understanding that you are who your father is. Now her father is an Edomite, but her mom is an Israelite, right? So their family was worried about how their son that's right here, his skin complexion, where he may darken as he get older. You can already see you can just kind of tell that he can get tinted, like he look like his mom. So they are basically saying that he can't hold the throne or what have you, all because of what they feel like his skin complexion would be. And like you said, his father is an Edomite, so what that lead him to be? An Edomite. But this is showing you how much the hatred goes, how deep it is, because just because of his skin, even though he can still be an Edomite, which he is, just because of his skin, they said, hey, they can't even allow him to be, to become a prince or what have you. Okay, the crown will not go to him because of his complexion. Now I wanted to get a quick scripture here. So like this is Psalms 55 verse 3. It says, I'm gonna start at 1. I'm gonna read to 3. It says, give ear to my prayer, O Yahweh, and hide not thyself from my supplication. Attend unto me and hear me. I mourn in my complaint, and I make noise. Okay, and what so-called Black Latinos and Native Americans are doing? We're mourning. All right, even the ones that's in the know, in the truth, and the ones that are too much not in the know, they still mourn because they see the pressure, which oppression is like pressure that's coming down on you. You can't hold that weight. That is the oppression, and oppression makes a wise man mad. So you have these Edomites that are oppressing Jake, like right here, just because of the skin tone, you'd be more looking more like a Israelite. They have to oppress you, or someone with melanated skin. Okay, you have to be a pale face if you want to become a, if you want to basically wear the crown. All right, this is verse 3. It says, because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked, for they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me. All right, and they hate. Okay, they hate you, so-called Black Latinos and Native Americans. This is just true. All right, so true that just because Merkel here, her mom is a Israelite, and that melanated skin came into play, and it may transpire into who? The son. They said he cannot hold office, or he can't, hold wear the crown. All right, he can't be the Prince of Wales or England, however you call it. He can't. So this is kind of like the discrimination kind of pushed them away and brought them over to the states of America. All right, but that shows you the hate. Okay, and then King David say, "Hate, Lord, I hate them that hate thee." So they are basically hating on complexion, or overall hating on Israelites, If you hate on the Israelite, then you're hating on how about Shemi Shah, right? And now in these point in time, like say, if you're hating on the elect, then you're hating on your how about Shemi Shah. And Esau, Edom, which is the pale faced guy that rules the world today, he hates you so called black Latinos and Native Americans. And this is only true. All right? Every time you see what's going on, every time something happens to you so-called black Latinos and Native Americans, he's always in the mix, okay? When something bad happens, all right? This is Sirach, which is Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 12. And I'm gonna start at verse 16. All right. It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. All right. So this is going on to E. I mean, he's not satisfied. All the blood that's been shed here in America, going all the way back to the Gadites, which is the Native American Indians, so called. All that blood that was shed when the cargo slave ships came over here, okay, off the shores of the continent of Africa, over here to America, and the Southern Kingdom, which is so called, the Judah, Benjamin, Levite, uh, the darker color or the darker complexion Israelites. He came over here and a lot of blood was shed then. But he still wasn't satisfied. He still wanted oppression. He wanted to actually exterminate the so-called black Latinos, Native American. That goes all the way back to what? All right. Cain and Abel. All right. Cain slew Abel. It goes all the way back to Jacob and Esau. All right. And that lineage, that bloodline of Esau is right here. Okay. These are the people, your adversaries, your enemies. So the Lord has enemies. Okay? And if the Lord has enemies, then you Israelites have enemies. Right? Verse 16, it says, Salaki, verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. All right? And you look at what's going all the way now back to the jab, okay, of the C19 jab. He's looking to get you so-called black Latinos and Native Americans that jab first. Why is that? Why all of a sudden he feels like he's pretending to help thee? But yet he's gonna undermine you. He's gonna undermine thee, like we just read in Sirach 12 and 17. Okay. So this is what's coming, and this is showing like the hatred. You know what I'm saying? Knowing this boy would be a Edomite, a terror that's gonna have a tint in his skin. He's gonna have be melanated, as they say. Okay. He's being what? He's gonna be pushed out of being, becoming part of the royal family. He can't be a prince because of his complexion. Not because he's an Israelite, it's just because he would look like an Israelite. They don't want to they want to make sure they don't have no affiliation with Israel or skin tone running the royal family. All right. And we know back in the dark ages, as they would say, it was that part of the world was ran by what? So-called black man. Okay. But like I say, this is Esau's at his best. Okay. He knows time is short. He's looking to do anything to undermine these so-called black Latinos and Native Americans. And like I say, not to say that this child or this baby right here is an Israelite. It is not. Because like I said, his father is a Edomite and his mother is a tear. Okay, which if you have, like, say, a tin in his skin, or a darker complexion in his skin, it doesn't matter because he still is he'll be a tear. Okay, and those are the ones who you think are Israelites who have a skin tone, but yet their lineage goes back into Esau, not it don't go back into Jacob. All right. So with that, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rachakadash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the Akim pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.